don't do it, because you need to learn how to have a balanced plate before slider foods come back in.
I 100% agree. It needs, and for yourself, like, it's really important, because what you're doing is training your brain to understand that we have to take care of ourselves first. Mm-hmm. And I know that's hard for a lot of us, but you have to take care of yourself first. That's why you have to do the protein first, protein most. Mm-hmm. I say it even to my family, even to my son. It was funny, actually, yesterday was Mother's Day.
Yeah.
Guess what, guys?
We're not doctors.
No, we are not.
If you're going to be making any major medical decisions, please consult your doctor.
Yes, and that includes diets, exercise, medications, and surgery.
We love you guys.
And we want you to be in our OSLP family forever.
So be careful
and consult
your doctors. We love ProCare. You guys know this. And guess what? They have a brand new product out, and it tastes like an orange Tic Tac.
That's right. I have got it in my hot little hands right now. It's their easy to swallow tablet in Citrus Grove. And both of us have fully switched over to it.
We had to, because it's easy to swallow, doesn't stick, and it has 45 milligrams of iron. And we both need that.
Yes, we do. So go to procarenow.com to take care of all your bariatric body needs. And our code is the only one that gets you a full 15% off. So use code OSLP at checkout.
Are you located in the Florida area?
Well, we have the perfect office for you. Dr. Fridley and his wife, Macy, have created the perfect, welcoming, and safe place for your bariatric journey.
That's right. So click on the link below to start your weight loss journey now. And don't forget to tell them that the OSLP's girls sent you.
Welcome back, OSLP family. Yeah.
Welcome.
You are listening to our Sleep Life podcast, and this is Kelly.
This is Mel.
And we have so many exciting things going on, but I have to, at the forefront, talk about our girls' weekend.
Yes.
It is June 14th and 15th.
Correct. Yep.
It's hard to keep all these dates straight.
I know we have a lot of dates coming up.
But 14th and 15th, we will be back in LA. Mm-hmm. And this time we're bringing Shay from the waiting table with us.
We are. Grow with Shay. You can find her on Instagram and TikTok.
Yes. And we are doing a girls' weekend. So we are doing a yoga session on the beach.
Yes.
We have a live show with you, me, and Shay.
Yeah, and that's right after the yoga session.
Yeah.
So you don't have to move or change anything. It's just going to be on the beach. How cool is that?
Yeah, very cool. I'm excited. It's something totally different we haven't done before. And then something that we have dreamed of forever.
And people have been talking about forever.
Yes, we're doing a Disneyland meetup.
Like, yeah, we are.
Yeah. And I've already kind of figured out what I'm going to Disney Bound as.
Oh, really?
Yeah, Daisy. Yeah.
We're doing Daisy.
Yeah. I thought it'd be cute if you did Minnie.
Oh,
because they're like best friends.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll do Minnie.
Okay.
I'll do it.
Yeah.
Send me the thing.
Okay. So we got, yes, how it
works.
But we have all those tickets for sale. We have very limited numbers. Yes. The ticket sales is just for the yoga and the live show. You have to purchase your own Disneyland ticket, and then we're doing dinner.
Yes, we have reservations for dinner.
Yes.
You just have to pay for your own dinner.
Yes, exactly.
OSLP girls cannot do that, unfortunately.
Yes, and if you want to fly in, we do have a travel agent that we are working with. And so let us know if you want to put in contact with her. And just go get your tickets. The link is in our bio. It'll be linked down below. So go get your tickets, meet us at Disneyland.
And they're going to have little swag bags.
Yeah, there are going to be cute swag bags.
Yeah.
And that's from the travel agent. So I'm very excited.
Travel agent, and that's for the yoga and the podcast session.
Yes.
That's where you would get the swag bag.
Yes. So go grab your tickets right now. The other thing is our website is chock full right now, guys. It is chock full of wonderful things.
Yes. Like you can buy the merch there. Mm-hmm. You can actually find our episodes there with blogs, and you can actually become a patron from that actual link.
Yes.
But before we even do that, I do want to make sure everyone knows that the applications are still open for JVY.
Oh yeah.
You can be a volunteer. You could even be a presenter. You can do both. You have a special skill or gifts as what
or certification of something,
let us know, because maybe we might need you a part of the show. So this is going to be a great show because we're all hands are on deck. Everybody's involved, and that's like one of my favorite parts.
Yes, and JBY this next year is going to be April 12th, 2025.
Yeah.
And we are going to have it in St. Louis. If you've been living under a rock and you don't know, that's when it's going to be. That's where it's going to be. Purchase your plane tickets now. Get your hotel rooms or Airbnbs. Get it all because this is going to be we're going to top all the other years.
I know. And literally, guys, like, bunk with each other. We got a lot of people together last year and it was so much fun.
It was. So make sure that you do all of that on our website. Also, we do have blogs that come out weekly now. So make sure that you're checking back for that. And make sure that when the thing pops up when you first go to our website, which is oursleevelifepodcast.com, there'll be a little pop-up and it says to put in your email.
Yes.
It's important because you will then know all of the things that we have going on.
And you know it before everyone else does.
You do.
Which is really nice.
So make sure that you're going checking out our website, become a patron, and then get your tickets for the girls' weekend.
I love it. I love it. And there's always a free way, guys.
There is.
Well, we didn't talk about the patrons real quick. Patreon.com/OSLP.
It's scrolling on the bottom of the screen.
It is. If you're on YouTube, you can see it. We just want you to go over there because we are vamping it up. We're making sure you guys have expert calls. We're making sure we're doing the monthly Zoom calls with you. When we travel, we're throwing up videos of things that we're doing so that way you guys know what's going on.
And nobody else sees those.
They don't. We're not reposting those on the other social networks.
Yes.
It's just for you. So come join us. It's going to be a lot of fun. We also have our winners bench, which is also on there. It's a monthly, not a monthly. It's everyday support group on Facebook. And we have tons of people. We have over 300 people and we have men, women, we have all ages. We have all the diversity in there. So if you have any questions or concerns, you guys can ask in there and someone will be there to help you. If we can't find the answer, if we don't know the answer, we're going to find someone to get it for you.
Correct. Yeah. Now Freeway.
Now Freeway is the YouTube way.
Is the YouTube way.
That's right. That is the YouTube way. It's already on your phone. Type in Our Sleep Life Podcast. Hit that little bell and subscribe, and you do get videos of these every single Tuesday over there.
That's crazy.
So you would get to see us and all of our goofiness that are happening behind the scenes.
Correct. Yes. You are correct, ma'am. All right. So let's get into this episode.
Let's do it.
Okay, so we're going to be talking about slider foods.
Slider foods.
What are they?
What are they and what's going on with Kelly's voice? Clear it.
Okay, I'm good now. All right. So, slider foods.
Yes.
They are the fucking bane of my existence, as they are for most of us. And the funny thing is, we didn't even have a name for it before surgery.
We didn't. I didn't know. I just thought there was food.
I just contributed it all to carbs.
Oh, that is true. I think we lumped carbs in this huge bubble.
Yeah, that is actually slider foods.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah. And slider foods. So if you're wondering, what are these girls talking about?
Yeah, because we didn't know either.
Yes, it's anything that doesn't have like a substance to it.
Yeah, it like dissolves in your mouth.
Yeah, so like think crackers, chips, chocolate, donuts are a good one. All the foods that we love.
Yeah.
We love. Now, something that is not a slider food that I was just thinking of is fries, because it has substance. It's not going to just melt in your mouth. You have to chew it.
But you can fit a lot in there.
You can fit a lot of fries. Yeah. So be careful of that. But so there's a larger description of what a slider food is. Mm-hmm. It's basically how I describe it to myself is it's anything that isn't giving me, how do I describe this? It's anything that is not giving me, my body, the nutrients that it needs.
Yeah, no nutrients in it.
Yeah. Like, and there are some in potatoes, right? Yeah. So I don't want to give fries a bad rap because it's fine, but it's not as dense as something like steak.
Correct. It's not meat.
It's not meat,
and
it's not vegetables.
And it's never going to be meat.
No.
Yeah.
It'll never be there.
As much as we want.
No. As much as we want, as many protein items that we try.
Yep.
Apparently my throat's, like, my voice is just done for today. Like, as much as we try to make them, it's not. It's just, guys, it's not.
And we're all, like, we've all been a victim of the slider foods.
Yeah.
Because, like, slider foods and the whole mindfulness eating kind of go hand in hand.
They do.
Because we're typically eating those foods mindlessly.
And out of a bag
out of a
or out of
bag.
a big bowl.
Yes.
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 Because I think popcorn could go into that.
I believe
category.
popcorn is a slider
Because
food, yeah.
it does like
It
melt.
dissolves in your
I
mouth.
don't like popcorn, guys, but it does kind of like
Oh, it totally
dissolve.
does. Yep.
So I would say popcorn's a big one.
And a lot of people like skinny pop and those kind of popcorns,
Yes.
and that's fine. We're not saying don't eat slider foods. What we're trying to tell you is like they do exist and you can get out of hand with it. We've done it ourselves.
Oh yeah.
I enjoy popcorn. And we actually, me and Dill saw Planet of the Apes last Friday.
Oh, you did go see it.
We did go see it.
How was it?
It was good. It was just too slow in the beginning.
Okay.
Too long because it's 2 hours and 25 minutes.
Oh yeah, that's a lot.
And I typically don't like to go see movies that are more than 2. So that was a little rough for me, but I
Okay.
did it.
Okay. Would you watch it again?
No.
Okay.
I would not.
All right.
One and done girl on that one.
Yeah.
Because I restarted the Planet of the Apes with James Franco, and
Okay.
I forgot how good those are. So
Okay.
me and Dill are gonna watch all of those.
But you would not watch the new one again.
No, it's the kingdom of it, and yeah, there's not enough storyline
Oh, okay. All right.
to me.
Yeah.
There isn't. So
Okay.
it's not enough dialogue, and it's also not enough action.
Okay.
It was just.
Well, I mean,
it's been lacking.
They're monkeys.
Yeah, they're apes and orangutan. I really love the fact that Morpheus from Matrix, I never know his real name.
Yeah.
Is the orangutan.
Oh,
He,
really?
like helps one of the apes.
I don't like.
They're adorable.
No.
I fucking love. Me
Nope.
and Dill had a great time.
Nope.
But back to popcorn.
Yes.
So we're at the movie theater.
Yes.
Dylan's instantly like, "Do you want popcorn? I don't really care for popcorn." And I was like, I love popcorn. But
Okay.
what I hate about popcorn is that I burp it up the rest of the day. Like
Oh.
ever since surgery,
Yeah.
I will literally taste popcorn all day long. No
Huh.
matter if it's like an hour after or before I go to bed, I will still taste it when I burp. And it's disgusting and it drives me nuts and it feels like burnt popcorn.
Oh.
So I just don't anymore.
Okay. So
Yeah.
you guys didn't get popcorn.
We did not get popcorn.
Okay.
We literally he got a Gatorade and I brought my water in because I never named her.
You did not.
Okay, so this is the cork circle.
Corksicle.
Corksicle that me and Kel got in Disney World.
Yeah.
And it's only a 32, I believe, right?
Yeah. Mine's a 40.
Yeah, 32.
Yeah. And
So-
I'll probably end up buying another one while we're there.
So this one fits in my backpack all the way up to the straw. So
Yep.
I filled that bad boy up before we left.
Yeah.
And Dylan was just laughing at me. He was like, "Oh my God, that does not fit in your backpack." And I go, "It sure does.
It does.
It
It
sure
does
does.
fit in your backpack.
So yeah, it was actually the first time I didn't have any popcorn.
Yeah. How'd it feel?
It was kind of nice.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I like the fact that later I was
You weren't burping it up.
I
Yeah.
wasn't. And I didn't feel icky. Like normally I'll feel icky afterwards. Like it just does something to my stomach.
Yeah.
I don't know what it is, but
Yeah.
but it definitely is a slider food. And like I could eat the whole bowl.
Well, and I've heard it from other people, like saying, like, I go through popcorn like a lot.
Yeah. Like it's nobody's business.
Yeah, it's not like a sometimes thing. So I think that's what people. So slider foods are not they're not a like never have again.
No.
And they're not a have all the time. So you have to, like what you said earlier about the mindful eating.
Yeah.
That's exactly what it is.
Yep.
Is that you have to be mindful of like, and something that I learned from Jamie
Okay.
in the tribe was it's okay to have that. So
Oh.
say like you want some Pringles.
Okay.
So
Oh, you
get
like
your
Pringles.
Yeah, I love Pringles. I
Yeah.
love sour cream and cheddar or sour cream and I don't
No,
know.
you get sour cream and cheddar.
No, it's not cheddar. Those are Ruffles.
Oh, those are the Ruffles.
Yeah,
Because you
I'm-
got those last time.
Sour cream and onion?
I think so.
Yeah,
Yeah.
something like that. Anyways, it's fine to have it. You just have to be portioning it out.
That's what I was going to say too.
Yeah. So you like if you're gonna have it, okay, then have it with a sandwich, or have it with some meat.
Yeah. Pair it with a protein.
Yes.
Pair it with a dense protein.
Well, make sure that you have a balanced plate.
Yeah.
So if you're, and this, we say this a lot, with slider foods, if you are not getting your protein, if you're not hitting your protein, you have no business eating slider foods, period.
I agree 100%.
Because you are only taking, like, you're not using that space correctly.
Correct. Yeah. Especially those first couple of years, like you really need that protein. Like no
Yeah.
matter what, like your body has to function,
Uh-huh.
and you can barely get enough protein in on a regular day.
Yeah.
Then there's no need to add anything extra.
Yeah.
Like your brain, I know it sucks because we all have this brain,
Mhm.
but you have to keep telling yourself, nope, we're doing the protein. We're doing
Yep.
the protein shake. We're doing the chicken. We're doing whatever
Yep.
to get it. Because
Mhm.
like that's a slippery slope.
It is a very slippery slope.
Yeah, with when you try to start pairing sliders with other things. So you just have to be careful. What I was gonna say is like kind of what I did when we were in California, thank you. Was just like making sure I only had I portioned out my stuff, my Cheetos.
Yeah.
I would put it on the table and then I'd wrap it up and then I'd put it somewhere where I couldn't see it.
Or you would have to get up to get it.
Correct.
Don't put it like next to you.
No.
That's an awful move because you will creep over.
100%. You're like, or for what I do, the reason it has to be out of sight is because I will be like, ooh, I forgot about those. Let me go over there. Yeah. So it has to be completely out of sight for me.
Yeah. And I will add to that too. If you can't have a balanced plate, so say that you're in the beginning of stage of your journey and you aren't able to have a smart carb choice or and vegetables. If you're not able to do that and eat those things, don't add chips.
No.
Don't add chocolate. Don't add any of those things, even though they sound way better than a piece of chicken.
You all might be asking yourselves, why do these girls love Just Meat so much? Well, we're going to tell you.
Yeah, because so much freaking flavor, guys.
Yes,
Like,
oh
it
my
is
God.
insane. And I love to cook, and this has cut down my cooking time like in half. Literally, the meat part, 2 to 3 minutes.
Who doesn't want that for cooking? And I love, love, love the fact as a single person, I can cook 1 pack and eat that for the rest of the day, the rest of the week.
Yeah.
The rest of the
insane.
week, people. And I love that it comes straight to your door. I don't have to go to the grocery store. I don't know about you, but I don't like going to the grocery store.
No.
So having this delivered is ultimate.
It is ultimate. And you just go to justmeats.co, pick out all your different flavors. You can really mix and match what you want, and then use OSLP 25 for you to get $25 off your order.
Go now. Are you feeling a little sluggish? Little lack of protein? Little lack of caffeine? Well, we got the fix for that.
That's right. Dive Bar Nutrition has the best protein bars. They have caffeine, protein, and they taste delicious.
So head on over to divebarnutrition.com and use code OSLP at checkout.
Don't do it because you need to learn how to have a balanced plate before slider foods come back in.
I 100% agree. It needs and for yourself, like it's really important because what you're doing is training your brain to understand that we have to take care of ourselves first. And I know that's hard for a lot of us, but you have to take care of yourself first. That's why you have to do the protein first, protein most. I say it even to my family, even to my son. It was funny, actually, yesterday was Mother's Day.
Yeah.
And we went over Matt's. And he I was like, hey, what's for lunch? Do I need to bring anything? And I've been getting better at that, making sure I try to bring something.
Good job.
So
I called her out on that.
Yeah, I just need someone to remind me. I forget sometimes.
Yep. She's like, okay, my presence is enough, guys.
Yep. No, it's not. But it was chicken spaghetti with a Caesar salad and some garlic bread.
Nice.
So, one, I've never had chicken spaghetti before.
How was it?
It was delicious.
Okay.
I was very excited, actually.
Was it a red sauce?
Nope.
It was a white sauce. That's why
even
it's
better because I fucking hate red sauces.
Yeah.
What was nice, so when Matt plated everybody up, and then it was my turn, and I was like, hey, can you get more protein than the noodles? And he's like, I already got you, sis. I know. And so, like he spooned up and was making sure I got more chicken
than
noodles. And that was really important. And he only bought enough garlic bread for everybody to have one.
Nice.
So that was like, I don't know if that was intentional or just coincidental, but he knows that like I have a garlic bread problem. So literally like I got to have extra protein and 1 garlic bread.
Okay.
And I felt totally satisfied.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you had Caesar salad.
And I had Caesar salad.
So see, very balanced plate.
Yeah.
You had a carb.
Yep.
You had your vegetables.
I did.
And you had your meat.
I did.
So
it's very important to get your brain trained to that. So you have to do that in the first few years.
training your brain.
Training your brain.
That's all we're doing.
Mm-hmm.
That's all we're doing
We're
is training our brains.
Yeah, we're like defragmenting the old shit.
Yeah.
And then training in new things, like better things.
Yeah, and figuring out like what works and what doesn't work. Like I love the fact that speaking of meat, like I figured out that Just Meats is like the perfect thing for me.
Yeah, I was gonna tell you a story about Just Meats too.
Oh,
yeah.
It's so good though,
It
especially for me, because I can literally say, okay, what do I want to make this week?
Yep.
And I just pull it out of the freezer. Plus, it's good for 2 weeks in the fridge.
Yeah, so you can literally plan your whole week.
You can plan 2 weeks.
Yeah.
If you wanted.
If you wanted.
So I took out the cube chicken, the diced chicken that we
Nice.
had at the last live. And I did that with some spinach and ricotta raviolis.
Okay.
And it was perfect.
Yeah.
And I had a huge chunk of chicken, or like pile of chicken. And I had a few raviolis. And then I had leftovers. Like,
perfect.
it was so good. And the thing, like, I just love how easy it is.
Well, that's what I was going to say too, is what's interesting is, so I did a bunch of yard work.
Okay.
I came in, took a break, and I was like, what are we going to have for dinner today?
Yeah.
And it was Fend for Yourself night. So
Got
I
it.
was like, it's only 2. I should probably take something out.
Yeah.
And so I go through them and I'm trying to like pick ones that we haven't ate yet.
Yes.
I mean, the ones that we have ate before.
Yeah.
And so I got the thigh one out.
Yeah.
The chicken thigh one out.
The asado?
No, it's just chicken. It's just the Texas rub chicken thigh.
Oh, I don't think we've tried that one.
Well, I haven't.
Was it good? It was good?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I literally took it out at 2.
Okay.
Took a break. I had lunch, and then I went back out and did another set of yard work.
Mm-hmm.
And then I showered because I got poison all over me, and I was sweating like crazy.
Yeah.
So I showered, and then by the time I got out, everything was ready. All I had to
Nice.
do was turn on the pan, drop the meat
right?
in. Aunt Nene already made broccoli and rice, so
Nice.
all I literally had to do was make the meat, and it only, guys, 2 to 3 minutes. That's it.
It's so crazy.
It's so crazy. Like,
I absolutely love it. I'm obsessed.
and legit, like, I felt so accomplished that day because I got all my OSLP shit done. I got my backyard done, and I cooked for myself.
Yeah.
I was like, holy shit, I'm an adult today.
Yeah, exactly. And you know what I didn't hear?
What?
You didn't have a slider food because that's another thing.
True.
And I'm going to pinpoint this now to everyone, is that your cravings for slider foods are generally because you do not have enough protein in
Yes.
your diet.
Yes, we have learned this over the years.
Yes.
Yeah.
So if you are not, like I find myself sometimes, like when we're out and about, like traveling or whatever, I haven't had enough protein because
Right, we don't.
we'll be stuck on an airplane or getting ready to get on an airplane. And I am so drawn towards
The slider food.
the slider foods.
I know. Every time I'm like, I kind of want a donut. And I don't need it.
Yep.
I never even think about that when we're home.
Yeah.
Ever. It's
Mhm.
only when we pass in, I see the fucking Dunkin' Donuts. And
Yep.
I'm like, oh, one won't hurt. But we never go over there. I
We
think I had
don't.
once, like I did.
Yeah. We never go over there. But
yeah, your brain wants it because we haven't had protein.
Yeah, but as soon as you give it protein, so like with the Just Meats, it's solid, like it's solid protein.
Yeah, no matter what.
Yeah.
No matter
and
what.
as soon as I eat that, I'm good. I don't need any
Right?
of the extras.
And I have some still in the fridge.
good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I still have some diced chicken, and then I took out the turkey.
Nice.
So we'll try the turkey this
Well,
week.
everybody was like nervous. I don't know why they were nervous about it because it's new, I guess. And I was just like, if you guys want to try it, it's in the
Yeah.
living room. It's in the living room. It's in the kitchen on the stove. And they did. And they were like, this is pretty damn good.
Yeah.
I was like, yeah, like these are flavors I would have never have put together myself.
No.
And it tastes amazing. So-
Yeah.
And if I could live on Just Meats. I'm sorry, guys. We're not trying to do a promo at all. It's just real. It's real talk. Okay?
Well, and when we talk about protein, that's what we use.
That's what we use now.
Yeah.
And like, it's just so fucking convenient.
It is. It really,
And
really is.
I like the fact that I'm getting to try different flavors. And you can have this shit in the morning. You can have this for lunch. Like,
Yep.
you can make a whole thing. It's for 4 portions. So you could make different things throughout the
You
day
could.
with it. It doesn't
Yeah.
all have to be like noodles or rice.
I'd love to
or-
see them do
you know?
like breakfast sausage.
Oh, we should message them. I would too.
Yeah. Like
I
some
I'm
breakfast
a
type
good
stuff,
breakfast sausage
bacon,
lady. Mhm.
like that would be really helpful.
Because I've noticed, like you said, with slider foods, I don't think about them if I have protein.
Yeah.
I just don't.
Yeah.
I mean, I think about them at nighttime when I'm lonely or bored.
Yeah.
That's true.
Yeah.
To the point where I actually already told Shelly this, and she told me not to be too mean to myself, but I'll still mean to myself because stupid. Because you know when you're like you think about it, I thought about the little tiny donuts,
Okay.
right?
Where did those come from?
They're from 7-Eleven. They're just
Oh
like
my
there's like a
gosh.
5-pack or whatever,
Okay.
right?
All right.
So I kept thinking about those for over an hour, like a long time. I just try to distract
Like
myself.
you had to walk to 7-Eleven to get them?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. And I was in shorts and a t-shirt and just a tank top, and I was like, finally, I just said, "Fuck it." I put leggings on and a hoodie, and I bought 3 of them only. And I know, I was having an issue that day,
Okay. All right. I'm giving you leeway.
but I did buy 3. I ate 2, but I felt like shit afterwards. I was like,
Right? It's like you get all shaky
yeah,
and then you're like not like I'm really I feel you because of my freaking butter toffee cashews
Yeah.
that I eat. Like I portion it out for when I go to bed, except for when we travel. I eat them out of the bag.
yes, you do.
It's a horrible decision. I need to bring a container with me this time. But it's so like it's almost like you're out of control because you can't like you can't feel that restriction.
Well,
from
and
it.
I didn't feel, I felt zero satisfaction, and I didn't feel full. So the fact I actually ate, you're gonna fucking freak on this. I probably ate those 2 sleeves
Uh-huh.
half hour.
No, I don't think that's odd.
Like it was fucking, just how fast I could eat it and
Mhm.
how fast it was dissolving. It was insane. Like I even one time looked down and been like, I already ate 3 of those. Like I don't even remember.
I'm gonna tell you a story now
Yeah.
that I had those freaking Reese's sticks.
Okay.
I cleared out 2 sleeves.
Did you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I was just like, it was the same type of thing. I was like, how did I already eat that?
Yeah, because I was like, what happened?
Yeah.
I remember eating like 2.
I remember opening the package.
Yeah. Gone.
I don't remember like actually, and that's the other thing is if you're eating a slider food in front of the TV or while you're playing on your phone, it is completely mindless.
Or I'm working. I do it a lot with working.
Yeah.
And it's literally just gone.
See, and I don't do that when I'm working. I'm like in it. And so I don't have any
Yeah.
distractions except for I'll like sit there and I'll be like, I'm hungry. I'm going to make some food. And then I make some food.
Nice.
But I don't reach for slider because I mean, you know, my house, I don't really have any slider foods in my house.
You don't.
Except for butter toffee cashews, which I don't know if they would consider that a slider
I don't think
food.
that's a slider because it's cashews. It's a actual.
Yeah.
It's a nut that you're eating. It's
Yeah,
just
I'm
less
gonna
sugar.
put that on our list to ask Kayla.
There you go. Because
Is nuts a slider food?
well, I think we need to specify too that you have butter
toffee.
toffee because if I tell her I have salted cashews
Yeah.
versus your butter toffee, that will be the question. Is this like bad for what is it? You know?
Well, and I don't think like I try not to think of any food as like
Bad. I know.
right?
As I said it, I was like, no.
Yeah, because I think Jamie's drilled into our heads so much
She
that
has.
all foods fit.
Mhm.
Except for if it's a trigger food for you and then stay away from it. But I always think, okay, how does this, I think that's the question that you have to ask yourself. Like the question of how do I fit this food in?
Correct.
I like this food, but is this like, how do I fit it into my day or my week? And it's always easier when you're at somebody else's house. So that's what I was thinking.
Oh,
when you
yeah.
were saying with Matt. It's always easier to have a slider food at somebody else's house because you're not bringing it home.
Right.
So if you
Right.
have some chips, if you have some crackers, whatever that is, have it and you're having it at like a birthday party, graduation party, one of those things.
Mhm.
It's so much easier because you're not bringing it into your house.
Right.
So
It is. That's what I've always said is that you can't bring a crackhead into a crack house.
you can't.
And you can't bring a fucking food into a food addict's house.
No,
Like, it's
I mean,
not
you learned
happening.
that with the gummies, your strawberry.
Oh yeah, the fruit snacks.
Yeah, when you ordered the big box.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I haven't had those in a while.
You have not, which very proud of you. But
I was thinking about
it's good that you don't.
I don't, because yeah, guys, a big box came because I ordered it wrong on Amazon, and it was like 5 packs or something like that, and
Yeah.
I ate those all week long,
Yeah.
and then they were finally done.
So, what would you say would be your biggest tip for dealing with cider foods? Because you're furthest out.
Yeah, 9 years today, guys.
9 years today.
9
That's
fucking
right.
years today.
Happy surgiversary.
Thank you, thank you.
So, what would be your
say-
tip?
Yeah, so slider foods. Figure out which ones that you're aware of that you do.
Okay.
That's key.
Okay.
You need to know this.
Okay.
You need to know which, because mine are crackers.
Yeah.
And then those fruit snacks.
Yeah.
Man.
Apparently
And
donuts.
apparently little donuts. Little donuts. The donuts. The donuts.
The donuts.
The donuts.
Yes.
So if once you have identified them,
yeah.
then I would suggest telling people that live with you or around you what they are.
Yes.
That way they don't bring it around.
That's great.
Because I've been dealing with that one, and I've been having conversations. We just can't have it in the house, or I just can't see it.
Yeah.
I can't know about it.
Mm-hmm.
And that's going to be the biggest takeaway, is if you don't have it in the house and you don't see it, you'll be fine.
Yep.
But if you are going to have cider foods, then built it in, like Kelly said.
Yeah.
Built it in to your damn routine.
Mm-hmm.
Like, find the day that you think is good that you can use it on,
Mm-hmm.
and then build it into your food routine that day.
Your food hygiene.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think it's hard sometimes because, we hear meal prep and all of that.
We do, yeah.
But it's really like you're meal prepping with the slider foods.
Correct. Yep.
And it doesn't have to be difficult. I think a lot of people think that meal prep is like this big thing that nobody knows how to do unless you're an expert.
Yep.
And it's like, no, just think of it in like a Lunchable.
Yeah.
That's how I think.
I do too.
I think, okay, crackers are the carb.
Mm-hmm.
Then you've got your meat.
Yep, the little turkey.
Then you've got your cheese, which is the fat.
Yep.
And then you can add in a vegetable. So like we both really like snap peas.
We do. I love snap peas.
So put the snap peas in there. There you go. There's your Lunchable. We all know Lunchables have that damn cookie or candy. There's always
I never
something.
Understood it. I never got it. I didn't eat that because I'm such a goofball. I didn't eat it during that time frame. I just saved it for later.
That makes sense. That tracks.
Right.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
such a
I
nice
really
idea.
liked the adult ones.
Oh yeah.
Okay. They
You
used to have these adult ones and they had this mustard in it. And it was like,
Oh my
it
God,
had-
I remember those.
do you? Okay.
Yes,
So it was
she
like,
loves mustard.
it was like 2 pockets like this, right? And then
Yeah.
it had like a thing over the top. And so you squeezed it together and then it would like squeeze out the top of it. And then I would like do the little mustard on each of it in between the cheese and the meat. And it was so good. They don't have it anymore.
That's okay.
I have searched for forever.
That's totally fine because you can make your own snackle box.
I
with
know,
mustard.
but it's not the same. Like the taste is, it wasn't exactly mustard and it wasn't exactly mayo. Like it was a real weird combination.
We're gonna
that
have to
was
look this
real
shit
good.
up.
Yeah. And I remember as a kid, I only wanted those because I wanted that. And it
Yeah.
came with an Andes mint.
You and your Andes.
I love it.
I can care less.
I know. But
No, thank you.
the whole point of it is like you have to think of it in that way.
You do.
So like whether you make a sandwich, okay, you got your sandwich, then you have like your snap peas, or you can do cucumbers. There's so many
I
different
really like
options.
cucumbers now.
Yeah, with the cottage cheese ranch, right? Yeah.
Cottage cheese ranch is blended.
Yep. I
Two
just bought
packs
a
of-
giant thing of the Costco cottage cheese.
Oh shit.
Yeah, I'm serious about this shit. Like I have made my ranch with it, and I got more of the Duke's mayonnaise.
Ooh.
So I'm going to do it with the Duke's mayonnaise, the sour cream, and the cottage cheese with the ranch.
Oh, that's how you're gonna make the ranch.
Mhm.
Okay.
And I think it's going to be like, it's going to top all.
I think it will too.
Yeah.
Because you're putting some of that fat in there that we need.
Exactly. And cottage cheese, high protein.
High protein.
So if you're having like, say you're having a sandwich, because this is my normal meal, is I
Mhm.
have my sandwich, but then if you add in like snap peas, carrots, cucumbers, whatever, with the protein ranch, you're getting so much protein.
and different
You're not
ways,
even going to
too.
want chips or crackers
No.
or anything like that.
I
in
always
it.
feel really full.
Yeah.
And you're supposed to. That's the whole point of protein.
Yeah.
Is that it actually makes you feel full for longer.
Mhm.
It actually gives a signal to your brain like, hey, we're done. We don't need more food.
Yes.
Because that's the problem with slider foods.
They don't do that.
Yeah.
There
Tell
is
them all
no
about it.
little ding, 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 you're
Mm-mm.
full. Like,
No.
you can just, like, pun intended, slide right through. Like,
Well, yeah. So what we've learned is the lactin. So, like, we've learned,
oh, she's going science.
we're going science, man.
Okay. All right. I'm
Because we
ready.
have the ghrelin, right?
Yes.
That's the hunger hormone.
Yes.
So, but when we get the sleeve, the ghrelin goes away for a little while, basically
Yes.
like the first year or so. So
Yeah, and some people it doesn't go away at all.
correct.
So some people still feel hunger
Yeah, and
after.
And that totally sucks because you cannot
Yeah.
really eat.
I remember thinking, like, thank God I won't be hungry anymore. Like, I was
same.
so excited for that
Yep.
moment of, like,
Yep.
waking up and being like, I don't want anything. Yay!
I love it. I love it. But what we've learned over the years, though, is that when you put food into your body, it actually, food gets up into your stomach. And as long as you hit the lactin level, then you're going to feel full and then your brain signals we're done.
Yes.
But sliders,
you never hit that lactin.
you never hit that. And so it keeps telling you, oh, you can do more. Oh, you can do more. And so you will.
Especially if you're eating out of a bag or a big bowl.
That's hence slider foods.
Slider foods,
Yes.
man. They completely suck. I hate slider foods.
It's a
They
love-hate
taste-
relationship.
They taste so fucking good,
Mhm.
but it's not like if you think about because I've been kind of going through a lot emotionally. So because I'll
Like-
just say it on here.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So Zach and I broke up.
Yes.
We are still friends and I'm still in the girls' lives, but we did break up. And so going through another breakup and trying to figure out where I'm at mentally, what I want, what I don't want, all of these things, I am finding myself gravitating more and more towards massive amounts of food.
Oh, are you?
And at night.
Yep.
Because
Nice.
that's the time that it's like, nobody knows because it's at night. And it's like, no, but I know what's happening. So I'm going to actually be doing a clean out of my pantry.
But I thought you
Very
didn't really
soon.
have anything.
Thanks to Nick from ProCare, like he gave us these giant baskets of goodies.
Oh, yes.
And I have slowly worked my way. It's very slow because he gave it to us for Christmas.
Yeah.
But I'm at the cracker stage.
Oh, I gave it all away.
For
Sorry,
Christmas,
Nick.
huh?
No, just afterwards.
Oh,
Okay, because I'm this girl. If I forget about your birthday, you will still get a birthday gift. But there was like stuff from the basket in people's gift bags.
oh, got it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
It
Well, we
works.
were supposed to do a girls' night, and we were supposed to do a charcuterie board and all of that.
Yes, we were last week.
Well, I was in a flare, so we didn't do that.
No.
But we were supposed to do it like months ago.
Oh yeah.
And so
really
I had
gotta
all
do
these.
this.
I had all these things, and so I
Yeah.
was like, "Oh, great, we'll do the girls' night,
Yeah.
do the charcuterie board." But as soon as that breakup happened, I was nope. I go in and I
It's comforting.
yeah,
It makes you feel good.
Yep.
You know this now.
we do. That's the thing. Is like slider foods and food in general make you feel better about whatever you're going through.
It does, and then it tells your brain that it's okay and you can do more.
And that this is making you happy.
Yep. So keep doing it.
Yep.
Keep doing it.
Instead of, so I'm noticing a little bit of weight regain
Right.
again. Plus, I am off my GLP-1 because nobody fucking has it. So annoying. Like I have the prescription,
Yeah.
just nobody has it. So I'm kind of stuck, and I'm like kind of feeling like I'm back in out of control, Kelly, again. So
Yeah.
I'm trying to figure out like this whole episode was talking to myself.
Yeah.
Just so everybody's clear.
I'm
I'm talking
doing
to you, but I'm also talking to myself.
I've done those episodes. I get it.
Right?
Yep.
Like you have to figure out. And so when I was saying like, you have to figure out how it fits in your life.
Yeah.
That's me talking to myself. And I think one of the things is I have to get it out of my house.
You do. You just got to get
Yeah.
it out.
Like if it's down here, then it's great. If it's in the studio, I'll very slowly go through it.
It's true. And I forget that shit's down here.
Yeah.
I'm like, I just see it as an office, so I totally space that we have shit down.
Yeah. So I think next time I'm just going to leave everything here.
There you go.
So because I just can't have it in the house, especially when I'm off a GLP-1 and going through big life changes.
Yeah.
Like it doesn't work
That makes sense.
anymore for me. So there's going to be some changes. And
Well, and I think that's also key is that you have to become aware of what
Yeah.
you're doing.
you have to talk about it out loud.
You have to talk about it.
Yeah.
Because when you hide it, like we both hit it before,
Yeah.
and it doesn't feel good.
No.
And like you want to talk about it, but then you like feel scared to talk about
Yeah.
it, and then it becomes more stressful, and it's just ridiculous.
Yeah. It's very hard to do. And I know, especially in the beginning stages of having surgery, like you want all of these things still.
Yeah.
You have not gotten to a point where you have completely gotten them out of your system.
Mm-hmm.
So you're still wanting the slider foods and you're still wanting to do this. And I'm just, from a veteran.
Well, we try to tell them don't bring it back in.
Well, but I think things are going to be brought back in. That's the hard thing is like in the beginning, it's easy to say, oh, I'm never going to touch any of these things ever
Right.
again. I'm not bringing them back in. But even if you do bring them in, you still have to fit it into your
You
life.
just have to figure it out. Like,
yeah.
I'm more talking about the trigger foods. Like if
Yeah.
you are aware of your trigger foods,
Yep.
just don't bring them back into your world. Because I noticed until I actually ate the crackers, I didn't crave the crackers.
But now you do.
But now I do. And then same thing with the garlic bread.
Yeah.
And same thing with the cookies. Like,
Yeah.
because there's 3 here that I love to death.
Mhm.
And if I just never ate them, then I wouldn't be craving them. So
I'm wondering because I don't really have specific trigger foods.
You don't.
I
Huh.
like all foods except for popcorn and except for tomatoes and except for green beans. And that's purely just because they talk back. No, I don't have a specific trigger food because like as you're saying now, I'm thinking back into mine and it used to just be sugar.
Just
like
period.
Just anything with sugar.
Yeah.
But it's literally as I'm thinking back to like when Cody left and I went through this period of like eating anything and everything at night and I'm going through this again, I will eat a piece of bread.
Yeah.
I will have crackers and some like what's that spread? Laughing cow cheese, which is it's not horrible.
No,
but
you're still having it.
I'm having it and I'm having it in more quantities than I should.
Right.
You know,
Yeah.
like 3 cheese wedges, that's a little excessive.
Yeah. 1's a snack, 2's a meal. So 3.
Yeah, 3's just like
all of
overboard.
it. It's a dessert
Yeah.
too, man.
So I'm wondering if anybody else out there feels like they don't have a specific trigger food.
Yeah.
I'm wondering if like it's just food in general.
Right.
Or is it more like a
Trigger.
specific thing?
Yeah, because I know mine is legit. Like there's just those 3. Like I pretty
Yeah.
much eat well throughout the day.
Yeah.
I pretty much eat within reason on everything.
Yeah.
It's those 3 that I physically feel out of control.
Yeah.
Like I can see it happening to myself. I think about it too much. It's super obsessive. It's like I feel like an addict.
That's how I feel. That's exactly how I feel.
So,
But only at night.
yeah. So I don't feel that always at night.
Yeah.
I just feel if I know that there's cookies in this house, I'm gonna be like
You're a cookie monster.
chomping at the bit. I'm legit a cookie monster.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You will find it. You will sniff it out.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Be like, where'd you put it, Nene?
Yeah. Mine's only at night. I lay down, put on my show, scrolling through Facebook or whatever, Instagram. And then I get this random, like, ooh, I could have a piece of bread. Oh, I could have some crackers and cheese. Oh, I'm going to have 2 cheese sticks plus something else.
Oh.
Like, it's always like, and then I like bring it all to my room and eat it. Like, I'm going to, like, it's hiding it or something. I don't know. It's weird, but I've got to figure out, like, what's going on.
You gotta have some sort of balance.
Yeah, because it's like I eat, like you said, I eat well during the day. So like I'll have a very solid lunch. I'll have a very solid dinner. And then all bets are off.
Yep. All games are off on the nights when like it's dark out.
Yep. I just have my lamp on.
Yep.
and then I feel like I'm hiding it.
We're like little gremlins in the night.
It
Yeah.
is. Like, don't give me food.
Yeah,
Like,
I don't even want someone knocking on my door. I'm just like, don't knock.
oh, because you're embarrassed.
Yeah, I don't even know what it is. It's like a shameful thing. It's not embarrassing. It's more like, don't look what I have. I don't want you to know that I have this.
That makes sense.
Yeah, like.
Well, and I think it's hard because you don't want anybody to comment on your food, but then you need help.
Yeah.
Like, right? Like, we don't want anybody
Sorry.
telling us what to eat and what not to eat, except for our dietitians, right?
It's true. As long as you have some sort of certificate that tells me that you're qualified to tell me not to eat, I will listen to you.
Yeah.
I literally do. I listen to all my doctors. I do all the things. So
Yeah.
it's like, okay. But yeah, if I hear it from someone else, I'm like, fuck your face.
Yeah. I'm gonna definitely bring it up to my therapist this week. Tomorrow. Because it's becoming a problem again.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I can see it. And I was doing, even being off the GLP-1 for a while, I was doing really well.
Probably the stress.
Yeah.
Because stress eating, that's a whole thing.
Oh, stress eating, happy eating, sad eating, all of it's a thing.
Well, and that's why, like, I'm learning I need to do something with my hands.
Yes.
Because for me, it's more like this hand motion situation. So I'm like, okay, that's why I got coloring book.
Are you milking cows over there? Yeah.
I probably could. See, if you guys were on YouTube.
You gotta squeeze at the top and
Oh,
push
you do
down.
pull down.
Yep.
Yeah, I learned that in League of Their Own.
Okay.
Sorry. Anyways, with doing something like having like an arts and crafts, or because I have the beads, but I was telling Shelby, I'm like, the beads, like, I love making bracelets, but they will just fall all over the place on this fucking bed, you know? And that's where I was like, oh, I can do a word search. I can do actual like coloring, and I bought myself crayons because everyone else is like, oh, get some color pencils. And guess what, guys? I actually don't like color pencils. We should do a whole like little like what the fuck up with that, because I really hate color pencils.
Interesting.
I literally bought 2 different sets of Crayola crayons.
Yeah.
Because I like them better.
I mean, whatever works for you. I mean, that's why I puzzle.
Yeah.
It keeps my hands busy. But as soon as I go in my room, because you can't puzzle while you're in bed.
Nope.
Like, you have to be at like a solid thing.
Yeah.
So I'm usually at my coffee table. And like the other night I was puzzling and I didn't even realize it was so late. And then I went to bed, and then right after I get into bed, I'm like,
when you want it.
What can I eat?
Yep. Well, and that's because we've trained ourselves.
Yeah.
So like, I know I only eat while I'm working when I'm in bed.
Yeah.
Because I've done that so many times.
Yeah.
That's when my brain goes, ooh, what are we going to have today?
Yeah. That's me at night.
Yeah.
I don't know why. I just got really tired.
That's okay.
Ugh.
Okay.
But
cider foods also will make you tired. Like, it's just a downer. It's not, you're really not getting any real benefits from eating a cider food. Like, you're really like, you're just fucking up your system thinking that it's not full the whole time when it really is.
That's true.
You feel shitty mentally and physically now.
Yep.
You're going to get tired, which means you're not going to get movement. So it's just like a whole thing.
Yeah.
It's a whole thing with cider foods.
Cider foods are a weird thing to navigate.
Yeah.
In my opinion.
100%.
Like, and I'm 5 years out, you're 9 years out. Like, we're still trying to navigate cider foods.
Yeah, 100%.
So I think that's why this episode was so important, because I was like, we need to talk about this. Like, we try to not talk about cider foods, or just give it a name and then just like, don't eat them.
Don't eat them. Well, because we also don't want to trigger you guys.
No, not at all.
So.
But I think that there's a time and place, obviously, for cider foods. And I think it's a really good question to ask yourself is, how does this fit into what I want?
Yeah.
And that goes with anything bariatrics. Like, how does this fit giving me what I want?
Well, I would say, I would even go one step further, and that's going to be just your life in general.
Yeah.
How is this going to serve me? How is this going to make me feel better?
Yep.
Is this what I want? Because you're 4 years you're 5 years.
I'm 5 years, yeah.
You're 5 years now. So like, Kellie already hit the stage of, do I like these things? Do I not like these things? You question a lot after you have surgery. And now I'm in this phase of like, okay, I can actually use my bariatric like tools in the real world now.
Yeah.
I can actually like use that during work time and use it during relationships. And it's really helped. And the more that I talk about food and how it affects me with
Yeah.
friends and family, I've noticed that like the foods are becoming different when I'm over there.
Yeah.
And people really do actually listen and people actually care.
Yeah.
And I always
They
forget
do.
about that because I just assume that no one cares.
Yeah.
But that's not true.
No, a lot. I mean, we all care.
Yeah. I mean,
And it helps that the majority of our friend group is bariatrics.
it does. It does help.
So we constantly talk about it and kind of try to figure out like where do we go?
Yeah. Where do you navigate? 'Cause
Yeah.
it can be rough out here sometimes.
Yeah.
For
And
sure.
I think my next tip would be don't introduce slider foods until you're at least in maintenance.
Maintenance mode. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Because I think it's
Good
easier
idea.
to figure out where it fits
Yeah.
when you're in maintenance versus trying to lose weight.
Agreed.
So I would say wait until maintenance mode.
Yeah. I
To
like that
introduce
idea.
those.
Introduce those around that
And a
time
year
frame.
is not that long. Or,
It
you know,
really isn't.
16 months or whatever it ends up being.
Yeah, I hit maintenance at like 18, 19 months.
Yeah.
So,
I think I was just over a year.
yeah.
But I mean, I also didn't miss them in the beginning because I was trying so hard to get all the protein.
Yep. And that's what we have to go back to. Even this far out, we have to remember, like we've tracked it before, we've realized that we
Yep.
suck at protein.
We do.
Like really bad. So and hence why all the other food has come back in now.
Uh-huh.
So we are literally examples of what not to do and to do because we both have let these foods in.
Yep.
We've both slacked on our protein.
Yep.
We both have regained. So you can see the pattern. If we make sure we get enough, it literally starts with protein.
Yeah.
It really fucking
Yeah.
does. And it's interesting.
Yeah.
because you hit that tier and then everything kind of falls into
Yeah.
place.
And I think I like that. Everything falls into place once you get those things in order.
Yeah.
You know, the pillars. Once you have them all in a row, you're going to have a much easier bariatric life.
You will, because
Yeah.
it becomes natural.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think the other like sneaky slider foods is when you go eat, when you go out to a restaurant to eat, because so many restaurants have chips, bread, they have like croissants, they have like there's so many things that like just come with going to eat.
Yeah. I mean, and depending on what place you're at, you can get pancakes just come to your table.
Where?
Word of mouth. Every time I'm there.
They bring you pancakes?
They have, yeah. It's a cinnamon roll pancake. I know I've only been there 3 times, but the fact is every time I've gone, because we've waited maybe a little bit too long,
they
here's-
bring you free pancakes.
Yeah.
Huh.
On top of the food that we're going to order.
Yeah.
It's insane.
I
It's a lot of
yeah.
fucking food.
It is.
And that's what this, like, the whole freaking society's made up of. Like, there's just too much food.
yeah.
They, you know, our parents and then their parents, they believed these people. They believed the corporations and the restaurants. And even just, I remember when, like, as long as it was in printed form, it was real. Remember back in the day, no
Yeah.
matter what, if
Yeah.
it was in a newspaper or a magazine, we all thought it was real because it was on printed paper.
Yeah.
And menus, everything. And so we're just assuming, oh, this is like the big portion meal that we're supposed to have.
Yeah.
Because that's what they give us. We don't realize like, oh, we're supposed to actually portion this out
Yeah.
ourselves. And then
You're
throw
not supposed
away
to eat
food.
that much.
You're not supposed to eat that much.
You're really not. And they're giving you slider foods
Yes.
without you even realizing
So that
it.
way you eat more.
Yeah,
Spend more.
that's true.
So they're doing. It's always a way to what me and you have learned talking to some of these fucking experts like Lydia Alexander and then Amy Wilson. Like, holy shit, it is literally filled upon greed and greed and greed.
Yep.
It's always a way to make more money out of you. So they're making us addicted to sugar.
Yep.
Not making us, we just are.
It's just in our food.
It's just addictive.
Yeah.
Chemical anyway, and then it's in everything.
Yep.
And then they give us slider food so that way we actually order more, and then now we're spending so much more money. Like, it's so
Well, and this is the crazy
insane.
thing. As you're talking,
Yeah.
and we talk,
There's a gnat.
try to attack me. So as you're talking, I'm thinking about the fact that there's honey in the Taco Bell burritos, the
Yep.
tortillas.
There's sugar in the McDonald's.
But
bunch.
here's my brain. This is what happens. So I think you're talking about the sugar that's in the food.
Yeah.
I think, oh yeah, because they put honey in their tortillas. Then I think, oh, Taco Bell sounds good.
Instant, right?
Instant. And I'm like already planning in my head of going to Taco Bell when I leave here and getting food, even though I have food at home.
And you're probably not even hungry right now.
Oh no, I haven't eaten breakfast yet.
Oh, okay.
So I'm hungry. But I have leftovers from Nagoya.
Mm-hmm.
I have my leftovers from my meal that I made with the Just Meats. I have turkey that's defrosted. I have lunch meat. I have hard-boiled eggs that I can make an egg salad sandwich.
Yeah,
like
you have
there's all the things at my house. So why, like, this is part of the problem. Is that we're literally just inundated with all of this sugar and all these horrible things for ourselves. And we just don't even know it.
We don't. And that's why we're telling you guys.
Yeah.
It makes us upset that we don't know these things. Yeah. But now we know, and now we have to adjust.
We're adjusting and making.
And it's really hard. But that's why we can't bring in trigger foods or foods that make us happy.
Yeah.
Like that.
Yeah. Like extreme happiness.
Yeah. Like the uncontrollable situation.
Like, I know that sometimes I'll do the happy food dance.
Sometimes?
I mean, I do it when we go out to eat.
Yes.
Yeah. I'll have that first bite and I'm like, I love it.
Yep.
And that's where it needs to stay, is in a restaurant. Because if it comes home with me and I'm already dancing about it, it's going to be an overeating situation.
100%.
Yeah. Like Nagoya, their fucking rice, man.
Rice is bomb.
Their rice with a yum yum sauce.
I don't even need the yum yum sauce.
Oh, I gotta have it.
Delicious.
Yeah.
All by itself.
I did have the steak, which their steak is bomb too.
It is bomb.
So, but the point is I have so much protein based foods and I'm just like, Taco Bell.
All because they put a little bit of honey in their tortillas. Which
I'm
triggers
addicted.
Your brain.
Yeah.
Yep. And that's like I said, with the McDonald's buns, they put sugar in them. They're a lot of places do this and we don't even know about it. And that is scary. And again, it's just fueled upon greed. So guys, check your labels, check the things. I know it can be annoying, but you literally only have yourself and you have to take care of yourself.
Yeah. Shop from the outer
rim.
Grocery store. I've heard that for years and it never clicked until after bariatric surgery.
Oh, really?
Yeah. It never clicked that that's all the good stuff.
Well, that's all the stuff that you actually need.
It's not processed.
And then in the middle is all filler food.
Yeah. But I can't tell you how nice it was to go grocery shopping and not have to buy meat.
Oh, I bet.
It was so much cheaper.
Yep.
Like I was like, oh, $50? Yeah.
You're like, I can do this.
Yeah. I was like, oh, this is great. Because then it was like, I just had to think about what I was pairing with it, which was nice.
It's so much easier.
Yeah. So, all right,
guys.
That's our slider foods. If you have any questions or comments or anything, please leave them below or just message us privately. Yeah. And I still want to know, are there people out there that it's just all foods?
Just all foods fuck with you.
Yeah. All foods are trigger foods.
Yeah.
Let me know because I want to know if I'm crazy or not.
You're not crazy.
Oh,
a little bit, but not for that one. All right, guys, don't forget to go to our website, oursleeplifepodcast.com.
Check out those blogs.
Check out the blogs. You can get a newsletter where you find everything about us, and you can even become a patron on that website. And of course, go to YouTube, hit that little bell, and subscribe. It means more to us than to you. So please go do it.
And go get your tickets for Girls Weekend.
Yes.
June 14th.
We want to hang out with you.
Yes. We're going to Disneyland, guys. Come meet with us. Yes. All right. Love you guys. And we will see you next time. Bye.